I spend an unhealthy amount of time looking at travel gear, and every once in a while I come across a product that makes me think, why hasn't anyone thought of this before? So today I'm sharing some interesting new travel products that I've discovered recently. And don't worry, none of them are gimmicky, because we all know there's a lot of those out there. These are just genuinely interesting or useful things that I've already used or plan to use. Okay, first up is a nasal diffuser, basically an essential oil wearable diffuser. And you probably didn't notice I'm wearing one right now, did you? These are called essence rings, and they're basically tiny wearable aromatherapy diffusers that sit discreetly inside your nose. Now, before you laugh, I actually think these make a lot of sense for travel. We've all been there. Maybe you're stuck near the airplane bathroom. Maybe you're sitting beside someone who's gone a little too heavy on the perfume, or had some lunch that didn't agree with them, if you know what I mean. Or if you're riding in a hot, crowded train or bus with minimal ventilation. Travel isn't always the most pleasant smelling experience. I used to recommend carrying one of those little Vicks Vapo inhaler sticks, but this is much more discreet and works better in my opinion. Plus, some countries like Japan have actually banned those sticks as well. Another cool thing is that it's not just about masking unpleasant smells. Depending on the scent you choose, it can create a little personal aromatherapy bubble while you travel. They've got calming scents that can help reduce anxiety and stress. Others have like a calming effect, and some even help relieve nausea or headaches. Next is a new carry-on from the brand For My Two. This is the 20-inch tank-light carry-on, and there are some features that definitely stand out for me with this one. Instead of a traditional clamshell opening, it has both a top opening design and a front access compartment. So as you're actively traveling with it, if you need something, you simply open up the front and then unzip the divider, and you can quickly and easily grab something. The same idea applies when sitting in the overhead bin. Not exactly something you can do with a clamshell suitcase. Another cool design feature is that it's top opening, but it's more of a drawbridge style instead of like a book. So this would work really well in tight hotel room spaces. Another cool feature I find interesting is the compression pad, which actually just floats on top. And I like this because it's not in the way when you're packing. You can just keep it to the side, and then once you're ready to close up your bag, you just place this on top and then cinch everything down. The dimensions are also worth mentioning, coming in at 21.6 by 14.3 by 8.46 inches. This is right in the wheelhouse of what size I like to see in a carry-on, because when it's under 22 inches and less than 9 inches deep, it fits on a lot of airlines, like Air Canada, United, Lufthansa, and many more. I actually have a totally free Excel spreadsheet, which is a carry-on compliance checker, and I've linked that below so you can check it out. It's also got an expansion system, giving you up to about 35% more packing space, as well as a tri-handle system. So not only are there the standard handles on the top and the side, there's also a handle on the bottom, which doesn't come on a lot of carry-ons. And finally, the wheels, which I absolutely love. They aren't your typical luggage wheels. They're these 360-degree skateboard-style wheels that roll incredibly smoothly, and they get even better when the bag is actually loaded, and they're surprisingly quiet. They also have built-in shock absorption, which helps when you're rolling over rough sidewalks, cobblestones, or uneven surfaces. I'm really excited to try this one out in Europe, actually. Plus, you can even swap out the wheels for your favorite color and totally customize your bag. The link to this carry-on is in the description below, and using my link will get you 15% off. Next, we have a new item from the sponsor of today's video, Soundcore, who just released the new Soundcore Liberty 5 Pro and Pro Max earbuds. Now, if you follow this channel, you know I'm obsessive about maximizing every square inch of my carry-on and my personal item, and I know a lot of you swear by your over-the-ear headphones, but they make a pretty compelling case for leaving the bulky headphones at home. First, the noise cancellation is genuinely impressive. They use adaptive active noise cancellation 4.0 technology, which is constantly adjusting to your surroundings to reduce unwanted noise. On a flight, that means cutting down the constant low-frequency cabin hum, and even if you're not watching a movie or listening to a podcast, having good noise cancellation can make travel days noticeably less fatiguing. They're also incredibly comfortable. If you've ever struggled to find earbuds that fit properly, these come with multiple ear tip sizes, so you can get a more personalized fit that stays comfortable throughout a long travel day. The call quality is another standout feature. In fact, they currently hold the Guinness World Record for the clearest earbud calls. They can provide crystal call quality even in noisy environments exceeding 90 decibels. So even if you're taking a call from a noisy airport terminal, your voice comes through clearly on the other end. The Liberty 5 Pro features a built-in touchscreen that lets you quickly check battery life, you can switch noise cancellation modes, and adjust settings without having to pull out your phone. Or if you want the Liberty 5 Pro Max, the entire lid becomes a large smart display, which supports custom wallpapers and doubles as a Bluetooth camera remote. It also includes an AI note-taking feature that can transcribe conversations and generate summaries. Just note that the AI note-taking feature includes both free and paid subscription options. If you want to try them out for yourself, please check out the links for the Soundcore Liberty 5 Pro and Pro Max earbuds in the description box below. Next up is a new travel gear brand out of Canada called Carry X, and they recently launched this personal item duffel. Now, I know every bag company claims their bag fits under the seat, but this one seems like it was actually designed around personal item dimensions from the very beginning, rather than being a duffel bag that just happens to fit under the seat. Chris tested this out on our recent trip to Japan, and there are definitely a few details that really stood out. First, it's compact enough to fit under most airline seats without eating up all of your legroom. And if you're tall, once the seatbelt sign comes off, you can easily slide it behind your calves to free up even more space. Chris is 6'9", so I feel like he's qualified to comment on legroom. There's this expandable flight access pocket on the side. There's also a grab handle here, making it easy to pull the bag out from under the seat whenever you need something. The other detail that caught my attention is the magnetic shoulder strap. When the bag is sitting on top of your carry-on, the strap attaches neatly to the luggage pass-through so that it doesn't dangle, and the same goes for when it's under the seat. It doesn't lay on the floor. It's also got a dedicated laptop compartment, a zip-away water bottle pocket, there's durable water-resistant materials, and inside it looks to be about 25 liters of usable packing space in the main compartment. This retails for $160 Canadian, or about $120 US. So I think it really fills the gap between like those cheap $40 Amazon bags that just fall apart and the more premium like $300-400 luxury bags. Next up is one of those products that feels like it comes straight out of the future, AR glasses. Basically, these glasses have projector screens, so when you put them on, it's like there's this 200-inch screen in front of your face. It's kind of like your own private movie theater. So they're perfect for a long flight. You can connect them to your phone, your tablet, or laptop, and then watch a movie so you don't have to watch it from a small screen. Instead of constantly looking down at a device in your lap or on the tray table, you can simply sit back and relax while the screen stays right in front of you. Or if you're like Chris, who plays video games on his Steam Deck, it works for that too. Basically, if you're always uncomfortable on a long flight, this is a really good way to distract yourself with a movie because you can now just sit back comfortably because the screen is wherever you're looking. There's a few different options on the market right now. Chris went down a rabbit hole researching them all and eventually settled on this pair that we have, so I'll link them in the description if you want to check them out. Next, from one of my favorite travel brands, Low & Sons, this is their Melrose backpack. Now, technically, this isn't a new product, but it's new to me. I haven't seen many people talk about this or use this, and it solves a travel problem that I've been talking about for so long. If you've watched my video about the 3-bag travel system, you know that I almost always travel with a crossbody bag to keep my phone, passport, wallet, and other small essentials close at hand. The problem is that when it's time to board the plane, many airlines only allow 2 bags. So that's where the third crossbody suddenly becomes kind of an issue because now you have to repack it into your bag if you didn't plan for it. What makes the Melrose interesting is that the top compartment unzips and becomes its own standalone crossbody bag. So while you're traveling through the airport, you can now wear it separately, and then when it's time to board, you just simply zip it back onto the backpack and it becomes part of the bag. There's just so much flexibility with this. And if you want to wear it as a backpack, here's what it looks like on me. Sorry that I am wearing black, so it's a little hard to see, but I love it because it just looks polished and professional, so it's great if you travel for work. I actually use this specifically because I was traveling for a conference. But I think it's just really nice even if you want a backpack that just looks like a nice feminine travel bag instead of another one of those generic finance bro backpacks that are just saturating the market right now. Also from Low & Sons is a new weekender bag. It's called the Sherborne. This is the smaller of the two sizes, and I think it's a great option for road trips, weekend getaways, or anyone who prefers a duffel-style bag over a roller suitcase. One feature I always appreciate is a dedicated shoe compartment on the bottom. Inside, there's one large packing area with enough built-in organization to keep things tidy without feeling over-engineered. And I particularly like the light-colored interior. It sounds like a small detail, but it makes finding things so much easier compared to digging around through a black hole of a bag. There are also two exterior slip pockets on the back panel, and they're each designed to fit things like a water bottle, sunglasses, or anything you want quick access to while you're on the move. Now, I know one of my tried and true toiletry bags is the one from Tripped Travel Gear, which I absolutely love, but I have heard from a lot of you that it's either a little too floppy or the compartments just don't work for you. So I recently bought this hanging toiletry bag. This is from Quince, and it has pretty much every feature that I look for in a toiletry bag. Not only does it hang, it's got one large compartment, so you can keep all your larger items in here, or things that are more awkwardly shaped. It also makes it really easy to just grab things from it. It's also got several smaller mesh zippered pockets for more organization. Then what I really love are the two side zippered pockets for even more organization. Perfect for small toiletry bottles to stay upright. All right, I just wanted to include one more thing at the end of this video because it's actually really good timing. So just today, this afternoon, Chris and I got back from the TravelCon conference. This is one of the biggest travel creator conferences out there. And I actually went down because I was invited to speak as well as be a part of a panel session. Now, what's really cool about this conference is that there were a lot of luggage and travel gear brands that were there. So we as creators could go chat with them and talk with them and check out all of their new products that they're launching. And as part of that, they actually gave a bunch of the creators some swag backpacks full of all kinds of awesome stuff. And there's some pretty cool things in here, so I wanted to show you what we got. So starting with, we got this beautiful Eagle Creek backpack. I just love the colorway on this one with the purple because it matches my pants. But check this out. Look how it opens. Ta-da! And look at that beautiful, like coral salmon color on the inside. So I'll show you the backpack in a minute, but I want to show you all the goodies we got inside first. All right, starting with the cutest little item. This is a little mini pouch from Cotopaxi. This is using like all the leftover dead stock from, all the different bags that they create. But we just love a mini pouch, right? You could put your lip balm in here, your earbuds, a couple little cables, some meds. It's got this little clip so you can attach it to anything. And I think here you could actually thread this through the straps in front of your backpack just for like quick access. So you could have it just like right here, put a couple credit cards in there, maybe use this as a coin pouch or something. It's so cute. Next, we have a sling pouch. This is from the brand Hedgren, which I wasn't too familiar with, but I really like the feel of this bag. And this is just like a really nice, classic, clean looking sling bag. It's got all kinds of zippers, front zipper, back zipper. So that's going to be ultra secure when it's against your body. And then of course, the main compartment on the inside. It's a little dark, but there's also another zipper on the inside, so you can zip everything away in this bag. But the cool thing I like about this is, check this out. So you can either cinch down the side here, right, to keep this a little more slim, or you just pull this cord out and now you've got maximum space and it's a little wider. Next, we have a couple of carabiners. These are from Black Diamond, and this is actually, I believe this is actually the brand that sponsors Alex Honnold. He's the amazing free solo climber. He was actually at the conference. He was one of our keynote speakers. So that was really cool. And these are so lightweight. I cannot believe how light these are. Next, we have a blackout eye mask. This is from Go Travel. I think you find a lot of their products in like the airport travel goods stores. But first of all, I just love this little carrying case that it comes in. It's got a nice little pocket on the back. And then you just open it up. It's a magnet. And then we've got the nice eye mask with kind of the domed part for your eyes, so you're not gonna squish your eyelashes. It's Velcro at the back. It's this really nice Velcro. But here's what's cool. This orange, that's actually kind of like sticky a little bit. So when you put this on, like, that's not going anywhere. And it's pretty blackout, I have to say. I did try it on the plane on the way home. And then you just fold it up. It's super lightweight. And then put it in the little carrying case. It's a little magnet, quite compact. And speaking of sleeping on the plane, I finally met the people from the Turtle Travel Pillow Company. So they gave me one to try out, and because I've never tried this before. You guys know how I feel about my travel pillows. I can't do the donut things, and my favorite is the eye mask head strap combo. So you just kind of strap yourself in and you don't move or head bobble or anything. But I've always been curious about the turtle pillow because a lot of people swear by it, but also a lot of people hate it. So we finally got to try it. The cool thing is it comes with its own, I think this is a water resistant bag, I believe. And you've got this little keychain, so you can just like attach this to your bags. I'm gonna open this up. So yeah, it's in there. And I haven't taken the tags off yet or anything, but I tried this on the way home and I did have a snooze. There's kind of this like handle on the inside, and basically you unwrap this like a scarf. I don't think I'm gonna demo it because I'm wearing a mic, but basically you put this around your neck and then you wrap it around, Velcro it like a scarf, and then basically it just keeps your head from moving. And honestly, like the stability is crazy. I definitely fell asleep. It was kind of nice because like I didn't have to strap myself in and hook it to the seat and everything. I think I still prefer that type of pillow that I always talk about. I'll leave it in the links below. I like that style of pillow for a much longer long haul flight. So if I know that I want to try and get like 5-6 hours of sleep, that's what I would use for sure. But this might be a good option for the shorter flights. This is extremely lightweight. It's just this lightweight piece of plastic on the inside. You can kind of see like that. And then this is super soft, this nice fleece material. And she did say that you can take the plastic insert out, you can wash this in the washing machine and you're good to go. But this is also like, you could pack that pretty tight in your bag. So this would be a good option. And also because I heard people feel a little bit claustrophobic with that eye mask combo that I recommend. So this might be worth a shot. All right, next we have the Flow Satchel from the brand Alpaca. We met some of the alpaca people. They have a lot of really cool stuff out right now. And I really like this new sling bag as well. I like the curve shape. So really nice, easy access, comfortable to wear. There are so many zippers. Front zipper, and that's going to be like ultra weather resistant as well. You can see that. Zipper on the back, like that. This is cool too. This like strap on the back as well, just quick grab type of thing. Love that. Weather resistant zipper on the front or on the top. Look at the inside, nice light gray. Applause, we love that. Here's what's cool too is Chris really likes these straps because they're nice and thin. So you don't have to worry about like super thick. Sometimes like super thick straps just get in the way, they're annoying. So this is cool, I like this. But here's what's really cool is look at how they attach. So here's that, and you just hook that in, press the button, comes out. Like, it's kind of like the Peak design if you're familiar with that. So you just hook that on both sides, adjust, boom. And like that is on there. Chris is actually thinking about maybe using this for his camera bag sometimes. And look, you've got all the little straps on the side so you can attach stuff. And this is 4 liters. So it's a pretty good size. Not overly huge, but you can still hold a lot of stuff in here. This is a tech organizer from Encase. I really like the slim profile on this, as well as the water resistant, weatherproof zippers. Then you just open it up. We've got this nice, flat, super organized tech case. So you've got all kinds of pockets, mesh pockets, the little strappies for your cables. We've got a pen pocket. This is a like fleece lined pocket as well. All kinds of little pockets. So I like this. All right, so now let me take you through the backpack from Eagle Creek. This is the Tour Light Travel Backpack. I think this is a brand new product. This is the 28 liter size that I have here. And I think it does come in a couple of larger sizes as well, maybe 35 and 40 liters. But as you can see, we've got the water bottle pocket on the side. The other side has a nice handle. The top got a nice flat handle as well. And then there's a little small admin pocket on the top. What I love is the trolley handle on the back that goes this way. So you've got the handle on the side and then you put it over the trolley on your carry-on, which is what I did. But then, so you've got the bag sitting on top of your suitcase like this. And now you've got this other front pocket, boom, like that. Quick access for everything. So it's like you're walking through the airport, you're waiting at the gate. This is sitting on top of your carry-on. Super easy to access stuff here. This is, of course, if you're using it as like a personal item bag on top of your carry-on instead of wearing it as a backpack. But sometimes I love having a backpack for when you need it to carry it. But honestly, a lot of the times, this is why I don't use a lot of backpacks on my channel, is because I hate having to haul it off, grab my passport, my phone, show those, and then I've got to put them in and put it back on my backpack. Versus having something sitting on top of your carry-on, you just unzip a zipper, it's right there at your hip, basically. So that's why I do prefer more of like a duffel bag or tote style bag that sits on top of my roller carry-on. But this is kind of best of both worlds because you can wear it as a backpack, but because it can sit on your suitcase like this horizontally, it kind of acts like a normal duffel bag or tote bag would anyways. And also accessible from the same side, we've got the laptop compartment, just like that. And this is super padded as well. And then for the actual like backpack straps themselves, we've got like the load lifter straps here. They are movable, so you can adjust them up or down. And then you've got the, oh, where is it? Get out of the way. And then you've got the hip belt as well. And it's pretty minimalist actually. Like it's not too bulky. I really hate backpacks that are super dangly, but honestly, this isn't too bad. This is pretty minimalist. This fit under the seat great as well. I like the material. It feels pretty durable. Here's a closer look at the buckles. They're pretty beefy. I like them. And there's even a little whistle attached to it for safety. And there's also the anti-theft features built in for the zippers. So you just take this pull tab, put this through, right? And now no one can come and just like quickly come up behind you and pull your zipper open and grab something from your bag, because you literally can't do that. So overall, I am definitely going to use this backpack again. I really like it. To me, it feels like the perfect combination of a lot of great zippers and organizations and different places to store my stuff without feeling too over-engineered with just like way too many features. So this just kind of feels like a really good overall backpack that kind of covers all the bases that could do all kinds of different trips, not just like outdoorsy types of trips. And if you don't like the color, there is black and a really nice blue as well. But I love this color, honestly. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to TravelCon for inviting us to go attend this year and speak, and to Eagle Creek and Alpaca and Cotopaxi and Headgren and all the other brands that we chatted with and gave us some stuff to try out. I'm going to leave links to all these products in the comments. Also, super important, I think you should really sign up for my email newsletter, because Chris and I both got the same amount of products, and I'll be honest, both of us don't need everything. So I am going to start doing some little giveaways, but only to my email newsletter subscribers, because when I do it all over YouTube or Instagram, it's just an absolute mess. And this is my way of saying thank you for being part of my email community. So I would love to have you over there if you're not subscribed yet. And there's going to be giveaways coming up, so you don't want to miss those. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out the links to everything I mentioned in the video description below, as well as the comments. And let me know if there are new products that you've seen that you haven't really seen anyone talk about, because I'm definitely going to make a part 2 of this video, because I already got a few items for that list and I need to gather a few more. So drop what you want to see in the comments below as well. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.